Hey y'all, it's Anjali from the Dusty Hive, where the Hamiltons help you tell the story of your home. And I just want to thank you for joining me today for a Thankful Thursday. Yes, can you believe that we've already made it to Thursday? The week is wrapping up, and then it'll be another wonderful weekend where you just get to spend more time with your family and your friends, and just the weekends tend to be a little more relaxed over here at least, and so I hope it is for you too. But as we wrap up our week, I talked to y'all last week about gratitude, and I want to stay on that vein because really it's just a lesson that the Lord has had me in a couple of years ago. I went through a bout with depression, and I didn't realize that's what it was, but I was seriously wondering what was wrong with me because I had everything that I had ever dreamed and hoped for. And so through that and dealing with that and overcoming that, and through different series of events, God just really began to teach me at that point about staying active in my gratitude. And so I am a testimony. I'm living proof that staying active in your gratitude is important, and it does help you to overcome on a daily basis. And so I wrote a few little notes down because I came across this quote that I just thought was just a good talking point for us today. So I want us to you see, that's why I wrote it down, because it helped me think. Because I think about also about how we, in our minds, we have a dream of what we want our home and our family to look like. And we think, if I can get the dream home, or if XYZ would line up with my family, then everything would be perfect and I would be living my dream. But when you stay active in your gratitude, and I know you've probably heard this little quote or whatever, that being thankful makes what you have enough, and really you can have that dream home, and you can have that dream family that you were thinking of today. It's not far off in the future. It can be right now, regardless of the four walls that you live in, regardless of the situation or the season that your family's in. I just want to encourage you in remaining active in your gratitude that can happen today. And so today, for Thankful Thursday, I want you to just really, as we go into it, I want you to take a little assessment of yourself, and I want you to think, hey, I really need this reminder today. If you really need this reminder today about staying active in your gratitude, why don't you drop a 1 in the comments? And if you're like, I'm in the process and I'm doing pretty good at it, but I need a little reminder every so often, drop me a 2. And if you are the person who you look for gratitude in the ordinary, and you practice gratitude in the ordinary, you see it in the ordinary, give me a 3 and let me know where you are, because I want this to be an ongoing conversation. I don't want it to be a once and for all, because like I said, it's something that you have to remain active in. But here's the little quote that we're going to talk about today. This is some good stuff, so you might want to write it down to remind yourself. So it says that gratitude can transform common days into Thanksgivings, turn routine jobs into joy, and change ordinary opportunities into blessings. So I'm going to say that one more time. Gratitude can transform common days into Thanksgivings, turn routine jobs into joy, and change ordinary opportunities into blessings. And so I want to talk about that first thing, common days into Thanksgiving. What if, when you gathered around the table tonight with your family, if it had that same sense or that same feeling of that you get on Thanksgiving Day that happens in November here in the United States? What if you treated today like today was a day of Thanksgiving? You might say, oh, yeah, that's a lot of work. I'm not talking about just the work of it. I'm not talking about having the turkey and the dressing and all of that stuff. I'm talking about treating today like a day of Thanksgiving in your thoughts and in your actions, the things that you do today and anything that you endeavor today. Because if you do, especially talking to moms right now, dads too, but moms, we are the ones that set the tone for our home and all. But if you treat today like Thanksgiving in your thoughts and in the things that you do for your family today, when y'all gather around the dinner table tonight, you can create that same, I don't know, cozy feeling that just, Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday, by the way. And so, so if you think about all that goes into that and getting to that day, I know a lot of times when it comes to that time of the year, we get focused on the meal and the family time and all that. But it's really a time for us to, if you study the history of Thanksgiving, it's a time to pause, and it's a time to stop and think and to say, thank you for all the blessings that I've had this year. But gratitude can turn today into a day of Thanksgiving. If you think about, I wrote in the title, every day can be Thanksgiving Day. And that's really, my heart and the atmosphere that I want to create for my family, that whenever we gather around the table and in the evening time, that we are, having that time of Thanksgiving, that today, regardless of what I'm doing, that today is a day of Thanksgiving. And so the second part of that quote was, it can turn routine jobs into joy. So gratitude can turn routine jobs into joy. And so think about it. Is there a routine in your life that you'd like to see turn into joy? And I know for me, I'm not I don't like to do laundry very much. It's just, I don't know. It's a monotonous job. The mountain gets bigger. Whenever it was just me before I married Chad, and, even when I had my son, as he got older, he kind of started doing his own laundry. And so I would do laundry once a week. 2 or 3 loads, darks and whites, and, the towels or whatever from the week. And then that was it. Well, now it's like in a day, I get this mountain and I have 2 or 3 loads a day, it seems sometimes. And so I can be like, the laundry again. But when I start looking at it like, thank you, Lord, for my husband. I'm thankful for my children, that I've been blessed with more children, then that's what it's talking about, turning those routine jobs into joy. Because we can often get hung up in the monotony of the season that we're in, always wanting and pining away for the next season. And I was thinking about that this morning, that whenever it is summertime, we can't wait for it to turn wintertime. And we're like, oh, yes, it's winter time. I get to wear my boots and my cozy sweaters, and all of that. And then it's like 2 or 3 days into winter time, 2 or 3 weeks maybe, give it, you're like, oh, I can't wait for summertime. It's like we're always pining and waiting for the next season. But if we turn that around and we begin to be grateful for the season that we're in, we won't experience that initial surge of refreshment and joy, of when a new season starts. But that, the gratitude will carry us through whatever season we're in. And so, anyway, I just wanted to encourage you in that. And then the third thing in that quote, it says that gratitude can turn ordinary opportunities into blessings. And so the things that come to you in a day, if we just begin to recognize them as blessings. I know I try to point that out to my kids, oh, Papa took us to lunch today. That was such a blessing. He didn't have to do that, but it really blessed us. Or, Daddy took us to Taco Tuesday tonight at our favorite Mexican restaurant in town. So it was a blessing to me that I didn't have to cook, just trying to point those things out, that those little things are really blessings, that come to us. So once again, the quote that we were discussing, it says that gratitude can transform common days into Thanksgivings, turn routine jobs into joy, and to change ordinary opportunities into blessings. And so I just want to encourage y'all and just tell you happy Thanksgiving today, that today can be a great day of Thanksgiving. And that if it's been a struggle for you, to start today, because there is always something to be thankful for. And so that's just a little tip that I have for y'all on this Thankful Thursday, and just staying active in your gratitude. Oh, hey, Lauren, I just see that. You can't keep up with laundry either. No, that's actually Lucy started ours this morning. So I'm thankful for that today, that she helped, that she started it.
I'm not doing it the rest of the day.
She's not. Oh, she says she's not doing it the rest of the day. But I did hear her daddy tell her this morning, whenever I was still like in a slumber before he left for work, he asked her to wash some of the things that he might need for tomorrow. So that was a blessing. But anyway, so hey, yeah, the older they get, you can put them on board as little helpers. And so maybe the mountain won't be as big anymore. But I'm going to remain thankful even in the piles of laundry today, and even in the things that that come our way. I'm going to look, I'm going to challenge myself, you know, to just continue to, you know, look for those routines and, you know, the joy and all to come out of that, because I'm remaining active in gratitude. And so that's all I have for y'all today. I didn't want to stay on long, but remember that you can build your dream home and that dream family, that one that you see in the dream. It's not far off in the future. It's there. It's just, you know, being active in our gratitude, because when we are thankful for the things that we have, you know, the Lord makes it enough. And so it could be right there in your home today. And so happy Thanksgiving, y'all, and y'all have a wonderful day. This is Anjali from the Dusty Hive, where the Hamiltons help you tell the story of your home.